Yes, this is Monday morning, Monday afternoon, I mean to say. Empire Crypto TV. Hello out there, everyone who's watching the show. Thank you for joining me. Come on the show and join us, and as we do the analysis for the markets on this Monday. Yeah, on this side of the world, things we are entering into a stage of winter, sort of. Out in the States, they are entering the stage of spring. So, seasons are changing slowly but surely. Even now, things are starting to get cozy. But nevertheless, we continue on the market. In my country, there is a celebration of a Human Rights Day. Whoever is celebrating, commemorating the Human Rights Day, I hope they are having their times with. But on this other side, the market never sleeps. As you know, this is Empire Crypto TV, and thank you for joining me wherever you are. And we're looking at the market right now. BTC on the screen on the daily chart. But for now, I just wanna invite friends. Please do be sure that you invite your friends. And of course, we are looking at the latest market and the latest market trends that are happening in and around the world. And we're going to be doing some analysis and some new interesting developments amongst the crypto space. Of course, not only just these developments in the sector of having new coins or new tokens being delivered, but also the developments on a geopolitical level of the entire landscape of the cryptocurrency and the entire financial industry as well. We are live Monday to Friday, and be sure to subscribe and win, as it says there. And we're going to just jump into the market and looking at the Bitcoin. Right now, it's trading at $40,000 per coin. Took a small stiff knock on this Monday morning. It was going and ranging. In fact, this whole bearish trend it just started last night, which was on Sunday afternoon. As you can see, that candlestick, I'm on the daily chart. So every candlestick here represents a day. So today we are looking at this candlestick right here, this last candlestick. As you can see, the previous candlestick represents yesterday, which was Sunday. And we were looking to seeing things changing from bearish to bullish for a long time. Still, I have my support right here at $35,000 per coin and my resistance right there on top with $45,000 per coin. So it's a pretty wide range, if I should say, for a daily chart. So there has not been a breakout as of yet. There's not been yet that decisive factor whether the market is going up or down. For me, on my side, on my analysis, maybe someone else may go to a 15-minute chart. Maybe there has been a breakout already. But as you can see on my exponential moving average, I have that 9 period moving average, and then you have that 26 period moving average. The 26 period moving average being the green line right there, and the 9 period moving average being the red line, right? So we've been anticipating that the red exponential moving average or the 9 period moving average to be coming above the green line. Yes, it did, representing a bullish trend that only occurred for 2 days right here with these two candlesticks. But the following days, on the Sunday and today on this Monday, we are opening on a lower prices as well, and then it just opened lower, if I should say, even today, on this Monday. And of course, the other thing that is affecting this market on the BTC side, it's also affecting the stocks in Europe as well. So as of lately, the stocks market, or I should say the stock markets, like shares, if I should say, Google and Facebook and the likes, have been moving in a hurdle with Bitcoin as well, and that has also made the cryptocurrencies to be moving a bit slower than they should have been, meaning like on an uptrend, because the news come out, of course, in Europe that affect this trend as well. That makes it to be on a slow bullish rise than it should be. European stock futures lower. Oil prices rise as Ukraine war continues. Now, in last week, there's been like talks that there've been peace talks, but those peace talks have been decimated now. Now the war continues, and when the war continues, the oil prices seemingly have have been going up, just like the week before. And now we are experiencing the same thing this week. Last week, we have been experiencing oil prices having to go down, and for a long period of time, or for a week period of time, stocks on the other side, such as the US dollar 30, US 500, and the Dow Jones and the likes, as you can see right there on the corner, they are all having that red um, signs showing that the market is unhealthy, showing the riot, that there's been losses and there's been sellouts in the market. And I can go right up there in the same place and then go to commodities being your oil, your gold, and all that. You can see that there's been a little bit of that green sign, though there has been, on the natural gas side of it, there's negativity. But crude oil and Brent oil are doing well. Gold as well. I don't know why, but it's a bit slow, but it will pick up there. It will get there because gold was trading at 1,800 an ounce. I think last week for a pretty long time to 1.7, but now it's back to 1.9, and I won't be surprised if I see tomorrow going to $2,000 per ounce, and silver as well doing well. So if you see silver doing well, it's like that gold will be following its full stop as well. Then the news goes to say European stock markets are expected to open lower Monday with sentiment dented by higher oil prices. Okay, so these higher oil prices as well has affected the crypto space as well, oil prices, and as the conflict in Ukraine rages on. So there's no peace talks that are making things a little feel a little bit better in Ukraine. There's been peace talks, but peace talks they just disappear, just like they're like right now. The war keeps on raging on, and the investors are being brutalized by this oil prices, and there's nothing like no one can control it. But it's not about investors coming in and investing in the oil price. It's because the sanctions that has been put against the country that is supposedly being the third country in the oil production in the overall in the world. Russia is the third most providing oil in the world, and they are the third most producing oil country in the world, if I should say, maybe number one in Europe, and they've provided much of the oil also in the United States. Contract, okay, the DAX feature contract in Germany traded 0.8% lower, and in France dropped 0.8%, and FTSE 100 futures contract in the UK fell 0.6%. Conflict triggered by Russia's invasion of Ukraine on February 24 is entering its fifth week, so it's been week 5. Okay, diplomacy efforts are ongoing, with Turkey's foreign minister stating on Sunday that the two sides were nearing agreement on critical issues. But the fighting continues, man, you see, and particularly around the southeastern Ukrainian city of Mariupol. So there's still wars raging on. And as long as these wars raging on, they do affect the market. So people must be watchful of what's happening in the market. If you're a trader, for instance, you hear maybe there's some peace talks, you see that the market will start, shaping up, especially on the side of the stocks and cryptocurrencies. And they start, gaining some momentum in a bullish trend, but eventually the oil price as well also seems to be dropping down. Also, the US dollar has been strong going forward against the Asian market. Look at that candlestick against this is against the Japanese yen. In the Asian market, the US dollar has been doing, this is a 15-minute chart for the US dollar, and seeing that it has been doing so well and so strong over some time, as you can see right there, it just picked up from, that's an engulfing candlestick as well that has been the pattern has formed an engulfing candlestick, showing that there's been strength. And plus, also, the interest rates hike that was implemented last week, Wednesday, on the 16th of March. This has also helped the US dollar to gain momentum against the Asian markets or the Japanese yen, particularly, and the UK oil or the US oil. I can look at the commodities on this side as well, on this part of the chart of the market, and you can see that it's picking up as well. And gold, I'm assuming, is going back to that status of $2,000, but it has dropped on this 15-minute chart and has been trying to regain that $2,000 per ounce. And as the war keeps on ensuing and keeps on raging on in Ukraine, these are the markets that are favored. The commodity market seems to be going up, or it's going up when the war rages on, and when as soon as the war, and then it normalizes, if I should say, I wouldn't say like the entire market of stocks and commodity and cryptocurrencies seem to be gaining momentum. If things seems to be normal, things will just be normal. But the thing is, when it comes to commodities, it's just that the investment sector are looking to hedge for safety and for safety havens for these times that are like constantly triggering the skepticism of traders and investments in and around the world and in and around the entire market as well. Okay, new news that came out as well regarding cryptocurrencies, new developments, of course, that are happening. Okay, back in Australia, okay, going to Australia, SPF opens OC blockchain week as government says we are open for business. Wow, Australia, I must say, they are one of the most crypto-friendly countries that I've learned about in these past few weeks. Of course, Sam Bankman-Fried, CEO of FTX, said the world is very much looking for a crypto hub in APAC, adding that other locations haven't played out. Okay, so this was a major gathering for the blockchain community. FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried gave the opening keynote at this year's blockchain week, with the events of day one held at the headquarters of the Australian Securities Exchange (ASX). Addressing the event remotely from the Bahamas, Bankman-Fried used his keynote to announce the launch of FTX Australia. So the group is quite expanding. It's one of the biggest exchanges in the world, could be the biggest exchanges if it goes on at this pace. Localizing one of the world's largest crypto exchanges by volume, FTX is the naming rights sponsor for the event. Also, Binance also sponsored an African event soccer tournament previously, and now the FTX is also getting involved in the sponsorship sector. Soon we will be seeing much of these exchanges, banners each and everywhere, or in events that are happening in and around the world. This is something that has been in the works for a number of months, and it's been a really high priority for us as company. Okay, also tweeted as well, FTX Australia in 5 minutes, and then he was going to the meeting as well. According to Bankman-Fried, the launch in Australia is part of a larger move for the exchange to be licensed and regulated in as many countries as possible. He said that the world is very much looking for a regional hub in APAC for crypto, stating that other locations in the region haven't played out as expected. I think that has really left an opening for some place to kind of grab that and service that region, he added. On Australia is looking to market itself as a crypto hub. Well, okay. Also, I think the United Emirates as well is one of the countries is looking to become a crypto hub as well. Maybe the Australian dollars, they might see the fact that the dollar itself is losing strength. Maybe they are just looking to develop their country into new havens in the terms of technology. with comments from the Federal Minister for Financial Services and the Digital Economy, Senator Jane Hume, stating that the country is open for business when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Other countries are not so much open for business for cryptocurrencies, but Australia is taking a large leap into the developments of the future of money, and it's a tricky thing as a government going forward into the future, trying to secure what is relevant to the economy, which is money itself. And when it goes digitally, and and the rest of the world is moving up, and Australia government see this as an opportunity, and Australia is open for business when it comes to cryptocurrency. If ever maybe you look to expand in cryptocurrency as a businessman, most businesses will most certainly be camping in Australia in a few years to come. And of course, let's go to the world of NFTs, man. NFTs, much spoken about. Okay, new projects that are coming up on the NFT space. Okay, VeeFriends right there. Okay, all right. I want to read this article. Over the last year, okay, best new NFT projects for 2022. I've shared some of them, but they keep on updating. This one is for the 9th of March this month. Over the last year, the explosion of growth within the NFT industry has paved the way for numerous exciting new projects to come to life. Many of these projects offer a compelling investment opportunity for savvy investment who have the foresight to identify them early in their lifespan. So these are the top new NFT projects. Below is an overview of the best upcoming NFT projects to be aware of this year. These are up and coming projects. Okay, the following section will discuss these new NFTs in detail, ensuring you know precisely which assets to mark on your NFT calendar. VeeFriends, okay, which is the number one. Decentraland Metaverse NFT project, well-known project, I must say, with huge potential. Meta Triads, number three, best new NFT project in the fashion sector. Wow. Satoshi Runners, community-driven NFT project at number five. With exciting roadmap. Axie Infinity, well known also, top metaverse gaming NFT project for long-term investors. Weed Gang, P2E or peer to play to earn NFT project with exciting future. Markaverse, anime-inspired NFT drop with huge community. Mythia Origins, a valuable NFT collection offering exclusive benefits. Crypto Quest, fantasy style NFT project with RPG elements. Of course, those are some of the top NFT projects that you can look towards too. It may change over time, but for now, this is certainly guaranteed for 2022, these NFT projects. Let us look at the number one. I also had the confirmation of this number one, the VeeFriends NFT project. There is also a source that also confirms VeeFriends as number one NFT project that you should look out for 2022. Looks like a childish type of thing that they have developed by, I think there is a name of the developer here, his name, okay, Gary Vaynerchuk, okay, Gary Vaynerchuk NFT project around meaningful intellectual property and an extraordinary community. This is the VeeFriends NFT. Look like childlike type of project, but you know, some of these NFTs, these non-fungible tokens, can be used as avatars in your metaverse. So because, you know, like Michael Zuckerberg said, You can have different types of avatars: avatars for gaming, avatars when you're going out, avatars when you are sitting with your friends, an avatar when you are playing sports, an avatar for everything. So these NFTs can also be good avatars for certain type of gameplays. If you are going into a certain community, maybe you are going to another universe within the metaverse that requires you to have a certain type of appearance, and these NFTs can be required at some point. Okay, I require this kind of NFT so that I can appear in a certain way when I represent myself in the NFT space. Okay, this is one of them. VFriends have these NFTs. VFriends, Round Up Gift, Goat Gift, 3VCon, ticket band sale, access to token experiences, and more. So the sooner and the better when you engage in these type of projects. The sooner the better, man, if I should say, so that if you ever get involved in the world of the metaverse, especially the metaverse, you can get to know the world of NFTs first. I think NFTs is a pretty good place to start, if I should say. Another NFT that has been making big waves is the Body Arch Apes. Spoken about it last week Friday, which is another great project that has come out on the NFT side. The Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'm saying it in the wrong way, but anyway, Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. Everything you need to know. They are on the blockchain. They are on Twitter, and they are even on the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. So they are also on the show as well. So pretty much they're also featured. That's big news as well for the Body Art. There are 10,000 NFTs in the Body Art Club collection. Uh, Here are three examples. That the middle one is owned by Jimmy Fallon. So already a celebrity already owns this NFT right here. Maybe it costs something like, say, $10. In the futures to come, that celebrity can resell this Body Arch Ape NFT at a higher price. So these are some of the owned NFTs that are on the blockchain for the Ape Yacht Club, and this club, I must say, is highly recommended because they also have that their ape coin, and their ape coin right here is, which is trading at $10 and something. This NFT, which began a few days ago, it just dropped on the exchange a few days ago. As you can see, I'm looking at the daily chart of the Body Arch Ape, and look at the first day, and then it came up to, this is something that also came out on the article, went to $27 per ape coin, and now we are looking at it, and right now at present time is at $10 and something per ape Yacht coin. So let me just say ape coin, okay, let me not say the fuel thing, okay, the ape coin as well is thriving, but this is like a genesis sort of like of the coin. I hardly analyze charts that have just started, project that have just started. So this is pretty much interesting for me to see this a project at its genesis. I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in the future to come. Volatility. I'm looking for market trends. I'm looking for it to be going up from $10. So I'm looking at it as a form of an investment. But for now, I am a speculator and I am an analyst for the market that surrounds this kind of projects. So this is a new project, fresh for me. It's exciting for me to see, and another development that has also sparked the market, something that I'm going to share with you afterwards. But let us first look at the coin market cap. Okay, we have a coin market cap. See the overall cryptocurrency. Okay, on the 7-day weekly chart, if I should say, the Bitcoin BTC has gained 5.35%. Not bad. But on the day like today, as you can see, that red candlestick forming just right there on the end has lost only 0.80% in the last 24 hours. The overall market cap right here, 1.8 trillion. It hasn't gotten any better since last week Friday when I looked at the market, but it goes on even the weekend, it was still the same. And it's still at 1.8 trillion US dollar. Some of the biggest gainers right here is Block Kias, Partial Share, and Mega Moon. So watch out for these biggest gainers as well right there. Recently added, you have Backstab Dodge at $2.94, and then you have Neopin, $8.73, and you have Poirot, $1.15. These are recently added project that you can look forward to seeing. Okay, let us look at. I want to see if Ripple is still at number 6. Yes, still Ripple number 6 is still there, and the USD coin still now. So the top 10 still looks the same, pretty much the same for me from last week. Cardano and Solana number 9, Avalanche number 10, Polkadot. Wow, and then okay, it dropped. Binance, okay. All right, no, Binance, okay, the Binance was number 11, Polkadot was number 12. So Polkadot sort of like took over from Binance USD, which represents the stable coin for the US dollar. It's just a small change there, but I'm looking for changes here to the top 10, okay, whereas I can see a new project approaching or challenging these top 10, but the top 10 still remains solid. And on this day, which is the 21st of March, today, Bitcoin with the very big gain, but it's not the biggest gain. The biggest gain is Ethereum. Ethereum has been the biggest gainer again. Even on Friday, it was the biggest gainer, 2.09% on the gaining side and 14.01% on the overall 7-day percentage gain for the Ethereum. So this project is very, very, very hot project. That's why there are statements saying that Ethereum could become the next king in the cryptocurrency space. That remains to be seen. And then other news as well in Qatar. Now, CBDCs, central bank coins or central bank digital currencies, are still a major subject that is yet to be discussed in the coming future month. Now, this is the new developments, latest developments regarding the CBDCs. This is all cryptocurrencies. It's not just about Bitcoin, but the entire landscape of the industry of cryptocurrencies and financial technology. Qatar exploring digital banks and central bank digital currencies. The central bank is expected to set a direction for its future focus soon, particularly on various fintech, financial technology verticals. Okay. Goes on to say the Qatar Central Bank is reportedly investigating the possibility of launching a digital currency and issuing digital bank licenses, according to the head of the fintech section at QCB, Alanud Abdullah Al Mufta. The central bank is expected to set a direction for its future focus soon on a range of fintech verticals. Al Mufta noted that QCB, Qatar Central Bank, will also determine whether Qatar can establish a central bank digital currency, CBDC, she explained. So the idea of CBDCs is expanding throughout the nations. So the idea of CBDCs is going to be adopted, is going to be something that will be likely to challenge the Bitcoin in the future. Though it is a slow up and coming idea, but when it comes, when it does approach, I can assure you that it shall challenge the powers that be that we see on the cryptocurrency, namely Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so forth. It does, and it will have some kind of impact and some kind of shakeups. Though it may be slow, but I can assure you that the CBDCs will have a major impact in the crypto space. Another country that is also taking steps in terms of CBDCs is in Africa here, Kenya. Okay, Kenya is considering using a central currency now. Okay, now this is a man right here, Central Bank of Kenya Governor Patrick Njoroge. Okay, right, goes on to the Central Bank of Kenya, CBK, has issued a discussion paper assessing the applicability of a central bank digital currency CBDC in the country and seeking comment from the public on the technology. The move indicates that the country is considering adopting that technology, but also raises questions on the effectiveness of having a CBDC in a country with a real-time payment system such as mobile money. Kenya or Africa is also very much involved in the genesis of cryptocurrencies. They are why we get Africa is probably um, if I should say the one of the genesis of the development of also blockchain and digital payments and so forth, giving them a dominance of M-Pesa. M-Pesa is also another major development that has sparked in the digital currencies before Bitcoin. So there's been a use of digital currency or digital exchanges using mobile units because most of the African people are unbanked or they don't have financial services that as great as the banking system. So but the population in Africa has phones, so they used to exchange units back in 2007, and M-Pesa in the country is one of the is the company that was very much involved in that. In the country, I think the key question is what can a CBDC do that M-Pesa cannot? Okay, yes. Co-Pierre George, an associate professor of the University of Cape Town who researches CBDCs, tells Quartz. Of course, there's been a story. As a global pioneer in mobile money with the M-Pesa wallet, Kenya has a huge and robust digital money market. The country had 68.03 million mobile money accounts as at December 2021, mostly in M-Pesa. This is M-Pesa. M-Pesa is a huge development that occurred in Kenya back in 2007. M-Pesa is a mobile phone-based money transfer services. So this is before Bitcoin, payments and microfinancing service, launched in 2007 by Vodafone and Safaricom. Okay, this is M-Pesa. Long before Bitcoin was instigated, African or in Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, Afghanistan, Lesotho, DRC, Ghana, Mozambique, Egypt, and Ethiopia have been using the mobile money and M-Pesa as their form of. So a lot of people who are not banked, who are unbanked in Africa, used to use these services to exchange units of payments because now they had to sort of like buy and sell things without using the local currencies. So they've used M-Pesa to exchange units of currencies. This is before Bitcoin was introduced. So Kenya, being a country that has already introduced this M-Pesa technology long before, they are looking to add on it with the CBDC. But some experts find it unnecessary because M-Pesa has been already intact in that country as well. And of course, some developing news regarding the Federal Reserve Bank. Now, the interest rates were risen last week, Wednesday, but it is likely this interest rate hike will continue for the rest of the year. So, what happens when the interest rate hiked last week, Wednesday? We saw a bullish trend within the crypto market space and also in the share or stock market. Why the Fed can't stop prices from going up anytime soon. So the hike that we are seeing, we saw last week Wednesday, is not the only hike. There's still more hikes that are happening. So beware if you are an investor or someone who is trading within the cryptocurrency space, that these events shall be occurring to curb inflation, according to Jerome Powell. Or has Jerome Powell has a tough job ahead, um, as they put it. The Federal Reserve is about to begin its most challenging inflation fighting campaign in 4 decades, and a lot is at stake for consumers, companies, and the US economy. Wow, things are going to be a bit expensive in the United States. Someone said you have to kill the economy in order to revive it again. So this is the process that they are going through. As most economists have predicted, the Fed raised interest rates by a quarter point on March 16, 2022, as we saw the first of many increases. The first of many increases. This is the statement that held me close. Okay. The US Central Bank is expected to make over the coming months. The aim is to tamp down inflation that has been running at a high year-over-year pace of 7.9%, the fastest since February 1982. The challenge for the Fed is to do this without sending the economy into recession. Wow. So it's a hard situation happening regarding the dollar and the economy of the United States. Some economists and observers are already raising the specter of stagflation, which means high inflation coupled with stagnating economy, stagnating economy. As an expert on financial markets, I believe there is good news and bad when it comes to the Fed's upcoming battle against inflation. Let's start with the bad. Okay. Inflation is worse than you think. Inflation began accelerating in fall 2021 when a stimulus fueled demand for goods met at COVID-19 induced drop in supply. COVID-19, okay, still plays a major part in that part of the world, and still inflation won't be slowing anytime soon, and so the Fed has little choice but to raise interest rates, one of its few tools available to curb inflation. So while this inflation curbing occurs in the United States, you can be likely to think, you can likely be sure that we also be seeing the rise of cryptocurrencies and other financial assets within the stock market as well. So it's gonna be looking like a very tight year in terms of the American economy, but I think the dollar itself will do well as a currency, particularly, but things are going to get expensive in the United States. So I look ahead for the next inflation hikes, because as they try to curb no interest rates hikes, I'm looking forward for interest rates hike as the United States Federal Reserve tries to curb the inflation that is happening right now. So that is something interesting to be looking forward to as an investor or a trader. That's also part of the world, or the part of the sector that you should look forward to, these interest rates hikes that are going to be happening in the next few months to come. But of course, let me go back to the chart. Trading at 40,000 or so, and now just now 41,000. And now the cryptocurrency space, or the Bitcoin, is having a very slow, if I should say, development. But of course, I see some comments here. Let me just try and see if I can reach out for these comments. Let's try and see. All right. So we have some comments right here from Kweti Sauli. Hello, Kryptonians. Hello, Kryptonians. Says, hello, Kryptonians. I don't know if that is appearing right on my screen. Seems to be taking its time. Okay, thank you very much, Quetta Sauli, saying hello, Kryptonians. Hello to you there, sir. And I'm not sure what this means when it says when. Okay, maybe I was trying to write Nkosi Mabaso, all right? I don't know what was that. I had to do with anything. But anyway, it's been good. It's been a great evening. Thank you for joining me here at Empire Crypto TV. We shall continue, of course, looking into the market and analyzing the global markets. Now, Bitcoin are trading at $40,000 and above that. And let's see what happens. What will the market do in the next 24 hours, in the next 7 days or so? And that remains to be seen. This is Empire Crypto TV. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. Good morning if you are anywhere in the world, and good day, of course. There are many greetings that I can say, but I'm here in Africa and I'm in the afternoon. And my name is Stone and on Empire Crypto TV. Thank you for joining me and good night.